All right, what's going on YouTube? Thanks for coming back to the video and to my channel, and thank you all for supporting me. Now, let's get right to it. Today, I am out here getting my 2023 Honda Goldwing DCT prepared to go on a trip tomorrow from here in Kentucky all the way up to the western part of Chicago and even a little bit farther than that, actually. What are the things that I do to prepare myself for a long trip? So the first thing I like to do is I like to get my bike all cleaned up. As you can see, the ground is a little wet, getting the wheels and stuff clean, getting all of the dust brake off of the wheels, and making sure that the bike is clean. I like to start with my bike being clean because that allows me to really see different things that might be out of place, whether it may be an oil leak or a coolant leak. You know, if you have a dirty bike, I've always told people that you don't really know what's going on if your bike is constantly dirty, right? So now that I start off with cleaning my bike, walking around it, number two, you got to make sure that the depth on your tread, or your tread depth, excuse me, is sufficient for the trip that you're going on. You never know, you may hit rain. You may, some parts, if you're going out west, even in the middle of the summer, you might hit some snow or ice. So that's another thing that I like to do. For this particular trip, I am going to be taking my extended wheelless trailer here that I kind of made myself. I'll probably do another video on that when my new one come in. That way I don't have to pull the trailer since I'm only going for a 3-day trip. So it's just myself. And with the large trunk, saddlebags, and here, I think that's more than sufficient. Another thing that I like to do is to make sure that all of my electronics on the bike is working as it should. Now, everyone knows that on the Honda Goldwing DCT, there are a lot of different computer things going on simultaneously. And on one of my trips, when I was coming back, a fuse had blown. So what do? Is I make sure in my left saddlebag that I have extra fuses. So all of my accessory lights, for some weird reason, and my trailer lights were not working. So I had to get a different fuse to change that out. So I do keep fuses on my bike. Another thing is that I make sure that I have different tools that I keep on the bike as well. So for me, my left saddlebag is mostly like my garage on the bike. So I keep my rain suit in there, which never comes off the bike, even when I'm riding around town. Good practice, you never know. So I keep the rain suit in there. I keep a tire changer as well in there. There is a little handle, and it's a collapsible, right? So on the Goldwings, you can lay the bike on its side if you need to change the tire and run it to a car shop or to a motorcycle shop to get that tire done if you're in a hurry. I am double dark side, so for me, on 2 different trips I have had that I got in a flat tire, I definitely laid the bike over, took the wheel off, rode it to a Pep Boys, they threw the tire back on there, and I was on my way within an hour. So that's not bad at all. So after I have my tools and things up there, I do have a tire plug that I also keep there, a battery jumper, and of course, a first aid kit. Things that I do try to keep in this saddlebag over here on the right side of the bike is my cleaning supplies, because I like to keep my bike clean, and bug removal for the front windshield, especially riding at night. And for myself, I do like to travel at night just because the wind is so silky. You know, the road feels better, the bike feels like it moves quicker, and there's not a lot of traffic. Now, of course, you have to look for deer and those things, but nowadays, even just the other day when we were all riding around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there were like 5 or 6 deer right there on the side of the road. So you got to be careful for those type of things, which is why I have my aftermarket daylight makers here. I call them daylight makers. And I do have them on an auxiliary switch. And I make sure that I clean those things very good, and they will brighten up the entire road. For those who do a lot of off-roading and four-wheeling, you know exactly what type of lights I am talking about. So when I'm on the road by myself, I can light up everything and I can see what I am doing and what is there. So now that I've done all of those different things and I get my bag packed, I do make a checklist. I have a checklist in my phone that has everything from toothbrush all the way down to my camera. People may think that that's overkill, but when you are traveling, you don't want to be thinking about, did I leave this, did I leave that? So I have a checklist. Toothbrush, phone chargers, laptop, whatever it is that I need to make sure that I need to bring, I put on that list. And that's just another peace of mind for me. Planning is key to everything. Knowing your route, whichever way you're thinking about going. Yes, things can happen, but knowing which way you want to go is key. Today, since I'm leaving out very early in the morning tomorrow, it will still probably be dark when I leave. I've already looked at the weather. I want to know what the weather would be like, what other things do I need to bring, and do I need to bring my heated gear just because I am going farther up north. Having that plan, knowing what type of weather it's gonna be, just makes the trip a little bit more enjoyable for me because I know that I am going to be in the clear and that I'm gonna be prepared. Because when you're on the road, that's one thing you never know what's gonna happen. You just never know. And not only that, Amelia, everybody knows Amelia, my wife, she doesn't have to worry because she knows that I have everything taken care of. Another thing that I like to do that is also more towards the top, actually it is towards the top, is checking my oil levels. Checking the oil levels before you leave. Even if you have, fresh oil in there, that's completely fine. I do run full synthetic, but I also want to make sure that my oil levels is good there, and also checking my coolant levels. Is the reservoir also filled? Because you just never know. I know there was a guy on the blog that said that his Goldwing was running hot, and was that normal? Which we did inform him that going at certain speeds, like a little bit over 15 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour, the fans won't kick on. So if you're in traffic, you want to go a little bit slower than that so that your fans can kick on, and make sure that the bike stays nice and at normal running temperature. So yes, making sure all of those different things is all settled out and to a point where you know up here that you're gonna have the best ride. What are some of the things, guys, that you do before a trip that makes that ride a little bit more comfortable for you and enjoyable? Let me know in those comments down there, and stay tuned for the trip. Thanks, guys. God bless you all. Bye-bye.